Well, every year, the big question for shoppers is how good are those Prime Day discounts? And while it's always hard for me to answer for a variety of reasons, the possible tariff influence this year makes it even murkier. So Amazon CEO Andy Jassy told our Jim Cramer that prices have not gone up appreciably due to tariffs on his site. However, several outside pricing analyses suggest that's not true for every item. So Commerce IQ says an analysis of 57,000 SKUs on Amazon shows the average selling price did increase 2.3% in May from April. So on average, maybe that isn't necessarily what you would consider an appreciable increase. But Commerce IQ says where the value brand pricing is mostly flat, so lower priced items, the upper price products do show that prices have increased between 5 and 15%. So that portfolio approach that we've talked about retailers using appears to be at play here. Now, a data weave pricing analysis of a little over 1,400 items made in China, sold on Amazon, that was done from January to mid-June, found the median price increased on 475 items. 633 were unchanged and 299 saw prices fall. This is according to Reuters. Now, overall, the median prices did outpace inflation, increasing 2.6%, with prices increasing more sharply in May and June, particularly in home, furniture, and electronics. Now, in order to participate in Prime Day, Amazon does require that products be at least 20% off the current or the sale price and at least 5% off that unique product's trailing 90-day median price. Items also have to have 4 stars, they have to ship for free, and not be items that are considered frequently returned. Now, Amazon says it's confident in the deals that it's offering, and its focus remains on delivering value to customers as the trade landscape potentially changes around its strategy. Now, beyond pricing, inventory, that's also something we really want to watch, because retail experts are saying, look, how willing are brands, especially smaller brands, to be able to stock inventory in advance to possibly fulfill higher Prime Day demand if they are items that are manufactured in countries subject to higher tariffs, which means that cost is higher, and then they are also required to sell it at a discount. Can they make up the difference in the volume? It may not be a risk that every small brand is willing to take.
And I wonder just how visible that's going to be to the typical consumer across the board, right? Because you mentioned all the parameters that Amazon applies to this process. So Amazon is this engine of disinflation, and Prime Day is on top of that, kind of mandating these discounts. And so lower discount. I just wonder how it feeds into consumer psychology.
Absolutely, because I think everyone feels like things have gotten more expensive, even if they don't have access to some of this pricing analysis that we've shared, where, yes, maybe writ large things are up, but just a little bit. I think it feels worse to some consumers. And so if then they see a discount of 20%, does that incentivize them to buy? Or do they say, wait a minute, how much of a discount is this if it's already gone up?
Yeah.
At least I feel that price has already gone up. Is 20% enough to entice?
And 90 days, it's been enough time for things to move.
Exactly.
Fascinating. By the way, the president's also on the tape this morning saying that August 1st is the date. This date, he says, has not changed and will not change. We'll see how resolute the administration is on this new deadline regarding some of these reciprocals.